So what are some of those things that you think, in your opinion, that will trigger toxic environment? Because they don't start by themselves, they are triggered.
I think there are critical things that come into play. Personality is one of the things.
Where Apple?
So
one day we should talk about personality and workspace.
Yeah, actually we should, and we will. Personality is one of the biggest factor when it comes to breeding toxicity in an environment or bringing these clashes, because you've been brought up differently. And we say personality is a sum total of your life experiences and a few things, how you're brought up, nature kind of concept. The other thing is, some of us, we have trauma, and we'll be talking about
trauma.
that.
We'll be coming in that one.
Yeah. So there's a lot of maybe baggage that you're carrying, and you bring it to this space of work. The other one is, you're just not passionate about what you do. Greetings, good people. My name is MC Neb, but my parents called me Emmanuel. Welcome to the Relationship Garage. You know how we do it right here, courtesy of CITAM ChurchOnline. And I'm here kama kawaida with my co-host, Salimia watu mchungaji.
Vipi watu wa mtandao? Wale ambao wanatuwatch, wanatulisten. Stephen Huko is my name. And today we're having an amazing convo.
All right. What's good about life, Pastor?
Life.
Yes.
What is good about life? That's a good question. Why have you gotten me off guard?
So even as Pastor thinks about his life, what's
life?
good about your life? I'd like to know what's good about your life. So just reflect. So one thing that is good about your life, Pastor.
I'm alive.
You're alive. Another thing?
I can eat. Anyway, what's good about life? When you evaluate yourself and think maybe you are living your purpose.
Amen.
You're living your purpose. I think that's something good about life. And when Maza, you just have a good vibe with people. As in, me stuck stress na watu.
Yeah.
I want to live a happy life. Stress me injadrisha.
All right.
Yeah.
Thank you. So we are elated that you joined us today. And today, nakwambia this auspicious day.
Sorry, bro.
Anyway, so today we are going to talk about toxicity in the workplace.
Mambo
So,
moto.
first and foremost, we need to know, is it that it's the workspace that is toxic, or is it you?
Hilo nambiwanga. Hii
kampuni.
Okay, nitumie CITAM, not because you're in CITAM. Okay, nitumie CITAM. Ukisikia mtu anambia CITAM.
Anyway, Pastor. Ebu tuambie.
Hata church pia kwa toxicity.
Everywhere, actually. Yeah, it's still a workspace. In as much as it's ministry, it's a workspace.
I think it's important to say that relationship is the heart of every workplace. It is people who get work done. So in other words, I can say relationships get work done. Relationships get team to succeed.
Yep.
Relationships get organization to achieve objectives. But because we work with people, people bring toxicityness. Sawa.
Toxicity.
No, English is a growing word. So the word is growing. Toxicityness.
Pastor, you're speaking colloquial English.
But most people struggle in the place of work, not because they don't have skills.
Yeah.
Most people struggle in the place of work because of other things. Relationships.
Yep.
Not because they don't have skills to do, because of relationships. So, and that creates an unhealthy working environment, and that's what we refer to toxicity.
All right.
Yes.
All right.
So the unhealthy work environment is what we got to say. And so probably our conversation today is about how then do we identify a toxic environment? How do we see it? And how can we avoid it? Avoid kama plague.
Yeah.
Because most people, let me tell you, by the way, I don't know if in your circles you have had people who are really struggling with where they are working.
Yeah, I have quite
my boss,
a number of
friends
who once in a while, and some people it's constant. And I think maybe I can use one example of a friend who worked somewhere for 5 years. And it was just something, one thing after another thing, something.
Anakuambianga today.
And eventually alihave kutoka kwa hiyo kampuni because it was not getting better. So, and not only that one, I have so many other people who work in spaces whereby, and it cuts across industries.
That's true. It goes in. It goes anywhere. Because the reality is this: if relationships are affected, toxicness has come into it, it affects the performance that we have in the environment. So maybe it will be good to look at it. What is toxicity? Or what is a toxic environment? I don't know if that's the right way to ask. What is this toxins? How does a toxic environment look like?
I think let's use that aspect of cereals. Cereals, maharage, mahindi. So the national, it's called what?
Cereal board.
Yes. Wanakuanga na magala.
Oh, sawa, bro.
They have
Kiswahili kitukuze.
So they have these storage facilities, yeah? And if the maize that is there is infected or affected by something, we say they have toxins. And what happens when maize has toxins? It has an effect.
In effect,
if it is used.
Yes, as human beings,
we might get sick and all that. So ideally, what do? They get rid of it. So when we use that analogy to define toxicity, same concept. So a toxic environment is an environment that is not functioning like the norm. All right? Which in turn now can make you have issues in that environment. I think that's probably the layman description.
Na umetumia ambako umetumia examples
that we can use.
Yeah, I think it's an environment that I can put it. An environment is full of gossip. Because we are human beings.
Yep.
Because toxicness comes with the human being. So ule maharagwe moja ama ni indi moja hiyo yenye kuna toxin ni mutu.
Yeah, in our context.
They bring, because they make relationships get strained at the place of work. So some people will just bring that toxicity in the place of work, and so some of it you see it in the name of gossip, favoritism. But they have favoritism broods toxicity.
Yeah, it does.
In the place of class.
Yeah.
There's manipulation. Some people are just manipulators.
Kuna watu wame perfect the art.
Kuna jealousy. Kuna sewa silent treatment. Ni noma. Because that's still part of that's actually a markers or something that we say that they show a place that is full of
toxicity.
Yeah. Undermining colleagues. People who like to undermine colleagues. So and toxicity in a workplace is normally is not loud.
Yeah, it's very subtle.
Subtitle.
Equal to like.
An example is of a toxic. I don't know. Maybe you can show us an example. Is a colleague knows a solution to something, but what do? Sit back, relax. Neb, where's ufanye? Then you go do. He knows for sure you're gonna fail, and you will need this or that at this point. You go ahead and fail, and then what do? Doesn't come behind and tell you, by the way, this one. He goes and announces it's there. This thing has been done badly. In fact, I don't know. In fact, I can't behave like I'm a junior alifanya your design.
Yeah.
I don't know who designed this. It lacked 1, 2, 3 things. And so at the end of the day, it makes relationships getting strained. And for me, that is being a toxic. I don't know whether you from the story.
I think I have an example as well of being in a toxic work environment. This is whereby maybe you're in a workspace where people tend to go behind each other's backs rather. So I'll come and tell you so and so said this about you. I'll go and tell so and so Steve said this about them. So just bringing discord in a work environment. So unapata mtu anaenda anasema nilisikia Steve alisema una date boss.
Hiyo ni gossip.
Yeah.
But what if it's true?
Ni shauri yao. I watch the previous episode.
Let's look at some of these aspects, how they affect, because that's signs of toxic environment. Let's probably look at them. How do they affect relationships? So one of it is gossip. When gossip becomes normal.
But we usually love tea. Human beings. Actually, we call gossip tea. Can you imagine?
No, we have normalized gossip.
Yeah, so especially tea time. So we say I'm going for tea and tea. So like we'll be there taking tea, but beyond the tea ya kukunywa chai, now there is tea.
Ulisikia nani?
Ama acha nikuulize, bedhe umesikia nini amefutwa kazi? Umesikia
and in a very, it's very, you don't know it's tea or give.
Kwanza alafu unajua afadhali kwa world. Huku kwa world ni kwa church, kwa hizi church settings and para church organizations wanakujanga wanakwambia guy, we need to pray for Steve.
Ebo mbieni pasi ana struggle.
Pasi ana struggle. They say kwani shida nini?
Ana struggle na nini?
So gossip is one of the most detrimental things.
But you know what's the reality? Whenever na gossip, he will gossip you. That's just reality.
Yeah, but you see,
people gossip you. People who gossip will always gossip about you.
Yes, but also I think it's important for us to understand that sometimes you can be drawn into it. Maybe you're not such kind of a person, and that's why now we are saying this is one of the things that creates a toxic environment. So ideally, when you join that company, you are not like that. But now you're in this space whereby now someone has tagged you along to this whole concept, because they'll just come maybe to your desk and apita and come, umesikia sijui nini. So you'll be curious.
You want to know more. Of course, we are human beings because we want to know more.
Gossip is actually one of the things that is
the other thing that
bringing
broods
toxicity.
A toxic environment is when competition turns into personal. Competition is a good thing in itself, because competition breeds growth in people. Yeah. But again, it can turn toxic.
I think personally, how I view the whole concept of competition, the best person to compete with or against is
yourself.
So you can actually work extra hard. But now when it comes to workspaces, we don't do that, because I want my appraisal to have, I want to stand out in this company. So someone will go that extra mile and they'll start doing things that, again, will make the work environment not conducive, because some people will also now... You've heard about instances where someone has maybe forgotten just to log out their credentials from the machine, the work machine. Someone comes and maybe does a transaction or something.
Or sends an email. I think I saw the other online. I think this lady left the machine, and then this other guy came and wrote, I have resigned today, please take note. So everyone comes, congratulations, you've taken the step ball. She's like, what happened?
Yeah, so we have now competition. Now it becomes malicious.
Yes.
Because some people actually want to win at all costs, regardless. So they don't care what they do to you. So I think also that breeds toxicity.
The other mark of a toxic environment is where there's clique and exclusion.
Yes.
Clicks kwa job.
Ziko sangi. Kuna wale wasa kutembea di town.
That's exactly what I wanted to say. Clique, as we walk, unajua si atunanga pesa. Wale na maringo, wale wanaendesha magari.
Wale kukinyesha wanapiga mapicha za mwavuli, wanawauliza hapo mlisema mtanunua shamba si magari. Na pia kuna click ya kubeba food. Unajua kuna those things.
I think that's also a mark of an environment that is toxic. But also the other one is constant negativity. Imagine working in a place where people are always complaining.
Yes, I know a place. I know a place where everyone is using the Wi-Fi to look for another job.
Every conversation is complaints. criticism.
I know a place.
It is about.
I know a place.
I think I know the place.
You know the place
I
too.
think I know. You know, shida watu might think they will start connecting. Where
No. It's an institution of higher learning.
Wait, stop. Wanatumia internet ya job after job. That's a nice one.
Yeah, so someone is constantly just there because of the negative vibe that is in that environment. And you see, one thing I usually, personally, I am not a negative person. I love positive vibes. And even the question I asked you, what's good about life? Ideally, that question is usually just like a reset button for someone to look at the positive side of things and appreciate what's good in their lives. So when you're in an environment where negativity is, yani hata compliment ni ngumu, yani compliment ikitoka kwa hiyo uko tu like na leo umejaribu wow umeomba nani viatu, it's like wow you know.
So in a workspace, Neb,
yes,
most relationship don't start in negative. They are triggered. Toxic environment is triggered by something.
Yep.
So what are some of those things that you think, in your opinion, that will trigger toxic environment? Because they don't start by themselves. They are triggered.
I think there are critical things that come into play. Personality is one of the things.
Where Apple?
So
one day we should talk about personality and workspace.
Yeah, actually we should, and we will. Personality is one of the biggest factor when it comes to breeding toxicity in an environment or bringing these clashes, because you've been brought up differently. And we say personality is a sum total of your life experiences and a few things, how you're brought up, nature kind of concept. The other thing is, some of us, we have trauma, and we'll be talking about
trauma.
that.
We'll be coming on that one.
Yeah. So there's a lot of maybe baggage that you're carrying, and you bring it to this space of work. The other one is, you're just not passionate about what you do.
So why even did you go for it anyway?
You're chasing paper.
You're looking for rent to pay rent and your bills.
You're looking to survive in Nairobi. You know, Nairobi is like an Airbnb. If you calculate your rent and divide by every day, you pay like kila siku unalipia kitu.
By then Airbnb. I think there are things that affect us in workspaces is insecurity. About insecurity because you feel the other person seems to be, as we talk about, favored. Or the other person seems to be doing something and is recognized, and you feel like, or you feel, me, I have a diploma. We are doing the same job, but I have a diploma and I'm the supervisor. And this person, this junior, has a degree or a master's, and you start feeling, who you will take my job.
Yeah.
And what do? We start fighting them. What does that result into? Toxicity. In the unresolved conflicts.
Yeah.
When there are conflicts that are there, of course, the fact that we are human beings and you're working with people will always conflict.
Conflict is inevitable, yeah.
In fact, personally, I have learned it's something I struggle with, but I've learned to separate conflict and trying to solve conflict. Because the more you don't solve, it's like in a marriage. When you don't solve conflicts, it's a brooding ground for something else to come, to bring about toxicity. You talked about emotional intelligence, poor emotional intelligence. And you see, the whole thing about emotional intelligence is how you deal with people.
Yeah.
If you are people skills, if your people skills equal down, it broods, because it just makes the environment not a working environment. And you talked about childhood traumas. Tutakuja kuongelea childhood traumas when you come. But the reality is this: then toxic environment affects the productivity of that environment.
And also the people.
Yeah, because if people are affected, then there's no productivity in that space.
Yeah.
So I just wonder, so who's responsible of creating a healthy environment in a workspace?
I think it's a very personal thing, and we should take personal initiative. And everyone has a role to play when it comes to making that environment not toxic. Because if I can complain about something, it means I've observed a pattern. So how then can I not be part of that pattern? Because sometimes actually it's the most toxic of people who complain about toxicity.
By the way.
You know? So it's critical for us now to take that personal initiative and approach this whole concept. I know, yes, some bosses are toxic, and sometimes it's not you, but you have a role to play.
And the people who are, by the sometimes I think about people who are stressed. It's because of those of such an environment.
Yeah, and now what happens? Now the bigger picture is it starts from work, it trickles down now, spills over to the family. So you find someone now coming home, they deflect.
So a toxic environment literally will brood stress in you, will take away your motivation, your confidence. As in it robs you so much.
Yeah.
And so the question is this: how do we deal with toxic environment?
How do we deal with toxic
how
environments?
then do we deal with toxic environment?
Even as we land this plane, because time is far much spent.
How then do we deal with those?
I think first and foremost is identifying the thing that is bringing toxicity. You might not
the trigger you're talking about. Yes.
So you might not identify, let's say 5 or 10 things, but you can identify one
thing.
Then also ask yourself, which role do I play, or what role do I play when it comes to,
for example, if there's gossip, you choose I will not be part of gossip.
Yes. I appreciate one of our friends. She's called Kendi. Kendi doesn't love gossip. When you start talking about people, unasikianga tu hatuwezi ongelea vitu zingine, and I appreciate that.
Shout out to Kendi, man.
Yes. So we need Kendis in all these workspaces whereby someone will come and start a story about it, and you're like, no, if it's not factual, please. Then if someone tells you, someone so and so said this is what I personally do. I call the sayer and the sayee.
The sayer and the sayee.
Let them sit there together and say, so what
did you say? No, wanasemanga, can you say the same thing that you're telling me in their presence?
Yes. And it helps.
Yes.
So ideally, it's for us to take that personal initiative and ensure we are not part of the problem, but part of the solution.
I think also it's good to address issues when they come up. Don't put sweep under the carpet. Sweep under the carpet. And the thing is, creating boundaries is very important. We need to create boundaries in the workspace so that we don't brew that. But me, I will say, when all said and done, if you've done all you can, it's robbing you. Just talk. It is not worth it. It's not worth the pepper. It's not worth anything. Just leave the environment. God did not create to suffer in an environment. Yes, you funga hiki tu ulianzisha.
Yes, thank you very much, Rev. I think for you who's watching and maybe you're in such an environment, ideally what you are saying is you can work on yourself if perchance you have a role to play, but also don't die in a toxic environment. You know, just because you're earning from that space. Again, therapy, apart from CITAM, we usually have free counseling, but therapy is not cheap, you know? So at what cost will you be working in that space? Because it might be detrimental to your mental health, which again also sometimes causes now psychosomatics, now also your physical health inakuwa affected. So please stay away from toxic environments so you can live. That's one option, but also you can work around just to protect yourself from such an environment. Thank you very much for watching. As always, we appreciate your company. Pastor Steve Apple, MC Neb here. Big shout out to CCO. Thank you very much to the team behind the scenes. Manze tuko na team amazing hapa nyuma. Nitawaonyesha next episode.
Lazima si toxic.
Hawa si toxic. Wani venye tunafurahi hapa. Hata nilipisha time lakini bado wananismailia. Aya, thank you very much. God bless you.
God bless you guys.